Kubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Kumsi benda ban Kynmaw Kyrpang ya kasngi jeng Kiba Duna Dkhot met ka Jylla Meghalaya ne kasngi kalai tarik kuno pra arhajar arpo kalarki Kyrpang ya kani kasngi jeng Kiba Duna Dkhot met ne ka International Day of Persons with Disabilities ya kani kasngi pa Kyrpang lapenlong hayo jana bhawan habakren hakani kasngi kum ukongsan Menteri rangba ka Jylla ukrat sangma ulaong ba ka jingra khe ya kani kasngi kalong ka badon kambha ban kentiu ya kibriu ke badon ya ka jingduna ki Dkhot met ula ban rabru da ka baong ba ka jingra khe ya kani kasngi man kasnem kalong ban ai jing hikai ban pen snautu bat ban snautu ya kimat kiba kibriu ke baduna Dkhot met ki ya kendo shu ula ban rab da ka baong bak sarkar langba ka tanat social welfare kalamang Kyrpang ya shibun kiskem na ka benda jungki habayadei bat ka phakam Menteri rangba ulaong bakasis pa point roster system jong ka 100% ka phakam na ka benda jungki kan pentikna ba manla ka post ka ba arpusan kan dei na ka benda jungki baduna Dkhot met hakani gasngi la pelajru ya ardali ki jingruai da Menteri rangba ka Jylla badau Menteri ka tanat social welfare oba Kyrpang.
In Meghalaya, several schemes are implemented for the person with disabilities through the social welfare and other allied departments, namely scholarship schemes, book grants, uniform grants, conveyance allowance, unemployment allowance at ₹1,000 per month, provision for aids and appliance, vocational training, token relief grants at 5,000, transportation subsidies under Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Chief Minister Social Assistant Pension schemes at 500 per month, the meritorious scholarship, rehabilitation service, grant in aids to voluntary organization, loans under NHFDC, and several others. Issuance of UDID disability certificates and cards, and the renewal of all certificates to UDID is implemented by the State Resource Center on Disability Affairs, Civil Hospital Shillong, at all the 11 districts. The state government has established the Composite Regional Center (CRC) at Shillong in association with the National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, Multiple Disabilities, Chennai, has allotted 50 acres of land for Center for Disability Sports at Sauli, Shillong.
I think it's important as individuals to see that yes, there may be a lot of things that we may not be doing correct, and there may be a lot of challenges that we face and many things that are going wrong for many of us. But then, as the video says, we must rise above. We must rise above all these challenges that we have. We have two remarkable individuals here today who rose above those challenges. So yes, we have time to look back and say a lot of things went wrong, but let us not lose any time to tell ourselves that we must not lose any more opportunity to really celebrate life, celebrate what we have. I know that there are many challenges, and a lot of you will look and say that it's difficult. Well, life is full of challenges for anybody. It just depends on what kind of challenges you have. So whether you're a person with disability or not, challenges will always be there. But I just want to tell all of you that we must all have a positive mindset. Government has a very important role to play. We must create the policies and, more importantly, make sure that those policies are implemented. 4% was there as a policy for reservation for people with disability. Now the policy was created, a lot of you know that it was actually not implemented in letter and spirit. in our state. So it is when we looked at the entire policy, we realized that if we just leave it at 4%, then there needs to be 25 vacancies that need to be advertised for that one individual, the 4%, to get the job. And suppose there are 10 posts that are advertised, then the persons with disability will not get that 4% because there is no 4% in 10 seats. It has to be 25. So therefore, only if there are 25 and more vacancies that are advertised, only then our friends with disability would have got the job. And that rarely happens. So what did we do? We created a roster system. And this was implemented just about a year and a half back, because I went into the depth of this problem and I said, why isn't this happening? The policy is there, but it's not being implemented. And then we realized this issue. So now what happens is that if there's a 10 posts advertised, well, our friends from with disability will not get an opportunity. But then in the next batch, if there are another 15 posts advertised, then 10 plus 15, the 15th post will go to a person with disability. And so therefore now, this roster system is ensuring that even if there is just 2 advertisements, 4 advertisements, 10 advertisements, they will all collectively sum up, and the 25th post, which is the 4%, will go to the person with disability. Friends, this is a very, very important aspect which we must realize. So therefore, the government must do its role. Activities, I'm sure it's because of COVID and all these things, we could not have it in a much more bigger scale. But I think it's important that as days go by, let us not just wait for the International Day to come and then you celebrate and we create awareness. Let us do it every chance that we get. So I think society will have to play an important role. I would urge the department to come out with programs to do that. On a very, very simple note, I also would like to mention, which I've been mentioning everywhere because it's very important to me, is the fact that we are going to come out with a youth policy very soon. We have been working on it, reworking on it. Things changed, more ideas came in, we again reworked on it, and now we are again putting it in public domain. I think it's a great time and an opportunity to ensure that the aspects of persons with disability also, becomes an important part of the youth policy.